They're calling it a miracle in Chile. Nearly 3 weeks after the mine they were working in collapsed, 33 miners sent up a note Sunday saying they were still alive. The community had been waiting for word on their condition since the mine collapsed on August 5th. Officials say it could still take up to 4 months to drill a rescue shaft to reach the men.
When he comes out, I'll tell him 1,000,000 times that I love him. 1,000,000 times. Nobody would be able to take away the happiness that I feel right now.
In the meantime, rescue workers say they plan on using a hole that's been drilled to send the men food, water, oxygen, and communications equipment. Attorney General Richard Blumenthal is suing Wesleyan University's former investment director. The lawsuit claims Thomas Canham used Wesleyan employees to do research for 3 private investment firms, which are also named as defendants in the suit. It also says Canham billed Wesleyan for personal trips to the Super Bowl, a golf course in California, and a job interview in England. The university fired Canham last year and has filed its own lawsuit. Work is well underway on replacing the century-old Niantic River Bridge that runs between East Lyme and Waterford. The Amtrak-owned span serves as a key link for rail traffic along the Northeast Corridor. A full replacement bridge will enable Amtrak to increase speeds on the bridge, minimizing delays. It's hoped construction will be complete by May of 2013. This weekend's state property auction in Wethersfield attracted about 600 registered bidders and raised more than $67,000. State auctions usually bring in only about $40,000 to $50,000. Proceeds from the auction will be deposited into the state of Connecticut's general fund.
All right, Brent, we all saw this coming, but now it is official. Tiger and Elin Woods are divorced. Now, these developments come just 9 months after Woods crashed his SUV outside their home. And, of course, we all know what happened next. One after another, reports of infidelity and the admission that the world's #1 golfer was cheating on his wife. Woods lost millions in endorsements and took 5 months off. Now, the terms of the divorce weren't disclosed, except that they'll be sharing the parenting of their 2 kids. Now, we're going to head over here to Sarah Grant. She's our CTNow.com web producer, and we're going to talk about things that are online that you may not be clicking on the website, and you're going to show us everything
Exactly.
there.
We have some fun stuff on the web, something that's a little bit lower down that you'll find on our entertainment pages. Friday night was a beautiful night on Allen Street. They closed down part of the street near Black Bear and Up Around the Rocks, and they had a block party. We had a photographer there, so if you couldn't make it, maybe click through the photos, see what was going on. We have crowd photos. Also, Filter was the headliner, so we have some great photos of action shots of people performing. 30 photos for people to click through.
So if you were there, you can go look for yourself.
See if you were there,
you and your friends, or if you didn't go, what you missed out on.
Exactly. And then an event that's coming up, you can find on ctnow.com/a la carte, which is our food blog. The Pilot Pen is going on, but we like to say it's more than tennis. It draws attention to New Haven's culinary scene, which is really great. And the premier event is going to be the New Haven Food and Wine Festival. And we have all the information you need on a la carte. There's going to be more than 15 local New Haven restaurants.
I mean, I'm just looking at some of the restaurants that are going to be there. I mean, Ibiza, Kitchen Zinc, Miso Pacifico, so many different varieties.
And then if you check back on Thursday, we're going to have a photographer going taking pictures. So check back on Thursday. If you couldn't make it, see what was there.
Nothing beats food and wine in the outdoors.
Exactly.
But to see if it's going to be nice during that time frame, we're going to check in with Rachel Frank. Hey, Rach.
Well, over the next couple of days, no nice weather on the way. But as we head towards the end of the week, we are going to see conditions get much, much nicer. Let's take a look at rainfall totals so far. Quite impressive, especially in western parts of the state. Danbury up over 3 inches, about 2.5 in New Haven. Hartford about 1.5, and Groton the least amount of rain, but everybody either pretty close to an inch or above an inch or more. So a lot of rain out there. Most of it was yesterday and last night. Today, look at the radar. It's not quite as exciting. We had a couple of showers around, a little bit of drizzle, but the clouds stayed in place. And I think if you look at this satellite and radar, you're pretty much going to see the same thing in place for tomorrow as well. Because if you look off to the west, there's more clouds, more showers, and more drizzle on the way. What's happening is this storm is actually going to get stuck, spinning to the south and east, and it will be a very stubborn storm to budge. So I think we're going to be that way through about midweek or so. Temperatures outside right now at 67 in Hartford, 66 in Chester, and 64 degrees in Willimantic. Cloudy, cool, and damp tonight as well with some showers. Also a little bit of patchy fog, 57 to 64 for an overnight low temperature. Your cast tomorrow, a few showers and drizzle. Sunrise at 6:07, but you're not going to see too much of the sun. 67 in Waterbury, 66 Bristol. Cloudy and cool. High temperature getting close to 70 in Hartford for tomorrow. Middletown 68, Manchester 67. We're basically going to see a repeat performance of today. Drizzle and a few showers for Willimantic at 66, 67 in Norwich. And along the shoreline, breezy and cool, north wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We'll have your 7-day coming up in just a bit. Rach?
Well, 500 million eggs and counting. Find out why the feds expect to recall more eggs this week. And it's a back-to-school checklist that you'll want to see to keep your kids healthy this school year.